Welcome back to the channel, and on this episode, I'm going to show you why and how I am creating a podcast of my own. Now, a podcast is an audio program that surrounds and discusses a certain topic, and I have started one called Run the Layers with Creative Bobbie. That's me. And it's about creativity. It's about showcasing, kind of peeling back the layers of creativity that we express and, use in our everyday lives. And the podcast, some of the episodes will be just me talking. Some of the episodes will be me bringing on friends of mine, people I know who are doing creative things in various different areas of life, whether that be music production, whether that be videography, whether that be animation, so on and so forth. I kind of want to use it as a platform to not only express myself, but also kind of promote and encourage my friends to do the same. So when at the end, my tagline at the end of my content has been teach as you learn and inspire as you do. And I've learned that the more content that I produce, the more likely there's someone that sees the content that I produce and kind of that can motivate them to do great things and kind of motivate them to create content. Because as I talk about, and I touch on this a little bit in the podcast, how as soon as you decide you're going to be a content creator, you move yourself into the 1%. You immediately move yourself into a exclusive echelon of people that aren't just consuming but are creating. So I want to use this podcast as a platform to get better as a content creator, but to also encourage my friends to be content creators themselves in whatever way possible that can help them in their pursuits. So the name might be familiar to the OGs of this channel because Run the Layers is actually first the name of a video series I was doing. I was going to go have a series of videos under the title Run the Layers, and if you look back in my channel, old videos, that Run the Layers thing is a theme that's going throughout. But the name came from, I was listening to this rap album, Run the Jewels. I think it was the second or third, or probably the third one. And in my head just popped in the name Run the Layers. So that was a cool play on things and decided to kind of run with it. So Run the Jewels is a rap group featuring Killer Mike and LP, and they have a very iconic logo. So I wanted to do like a play on that logo. So basically what I did was I replaced the gun pointing hand with the pen tool, and then I replaced the hand holding the jewels with the hand holding actual layers. And then I kind of did like simplified layers that I use in Illustrator a lot. Typically layers that I forget to name, which, does not help me when I have like big projects with a lot of layers. Now I got to click through everyone, but that's neither here nor there. One day I will learn to label my layers. One day. But yeah, the process is pretty straightforward for, doing the podcast. So if I'm doing a guest, I will reach out to one of my friends and see if they want to be on the podcast. And then I'll send them these 6 questions that kind of serve as the backbone for the podcast. What does creativity mean to you? How are you using it in your life? What is your favorite creation by someone else? What is your favorite creation by you? What is something you've wanted to create but haven't, and what is stopping you from doing it? So I set up a Zoom call where we talk over Zoom, and then I record the call, and then we go through the interview. And at the end of the call, the Zoom program will make sure that the video file is saved. And Zoom also will save a video file complete with audio, and then just an audio only file. And I might take the audio only file and put that in either Audacity or Adobe Audition. And for the video file, I'll use the video editing program that I use, which is Adobe Premiere Pro. So another thing with Premiere is I can actually I can just edit the whole video the way I want with music and everything, and then just pull and render just the audio. And then I can use that audio to go and upload it to Anchor. And Anchor.fm, that's the platform that I use to kind of distribute my podcast. So with Anchor, all I can do is just upload the file, put in all the information and title and all that, the season, episode number, all that. And then once you save the episode, it sends it out to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google. Like, it sends it out to all the various, podcast distributing platforms for me. So it'll pop up everywhere once I decide it. It makes it very easy. And I'm very thankful for Anchor because it makes things very simple. Like, if you're trying to use Anchor, you could even do it to where you record it from your phone and it just records from there. There's a lot of things you can do, so it just makes things easier. And it's great to live in a time period where creating content is made easier by the tools available to us. This is just another example of me doing the thing. Like, you have an idea, go try it out. Like, don't let the idea just live in your head and you not at least try it out. Because a lot of times we will psych ourselves out from even trying before you see if it works. It might work, it might not. It might be the greatest new thing. It might be just something that you tell a story about years later. But it's worth the attempt because you'll learn, you'll grow. So yeah, make sure whatever podcast platform you listen to podcasts on, make sure you listen and subscribe to Run the Layers with Creative Bobbie. Again, that's me. And yeah, please support the podcast. I'm very excited for it. A lot of great things have already come from it. A lot of great conversations have been had, and a lot of great topics have been touched upon. And yeah, thank you for doing that. Also, leave 5-star reviews. Run the Layers of Creative Bobbie. You know what I'm saying? Help out the pod. And yeah, thank you for listening and watching this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, as you go along in life, teach as you learn and inspire as you do. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see from the podcast. All right. Talk to you soon.